G'day everybody, Sam Marwood here from Cultivate Farms and welcome to episode 56 of Cultivate Farms TV. I'm out the back of a cool little cafe in Kyneton today, so just trying to make sure we get these updates done no matter where we are and try and inspire you guys to keep following your farm ownership dreams. This week we're going to go through a few little cool little tidbits for you to keep you pumped up, but also some Q&As from people sending in questions. We think those answers need to be shared with the world at a new farm we've loaded up. So sit back, relax. If you're going round and round and round on a tractor, I hope you enjoy. Let's get cracking. So we have 381 amazing aspiring farmers as members, which is awesome. That's 11 more than last week. We do this every week just to inspire you that people are signing up. We want you to keep signing up. Spread the word. Let people know. You can be a member, which allows you to, gives you access to us so we can help you get onto your dream farm and a few other cool little benefits. We are always trying to think of ways for you guys to get the attention you need to get onto your farm, and here's a little bit of an idea that we think is a great one. It's around getting your farm ownership dreams into your local newspaper or newspapers. Where is the attention those farmers who are looking to step back? And it probably still is in the hard copy forms of newspapers. If you can somehow get a story about you wanting to own a farm and you wanting to find retiring farmers to talk with about transitioning onto their farm, we believe these newspapers are the ones that you need to have your face and a bit of a story about you on there. We have given this to you for free right here in this. You can read it in the text. The article you send to the editor or whoever you know in the local newspaper and say, I have an article which is really cool for you right now. It's about me and me wanting to own a farm and help a retiring farmer to transition. Who wouldn't want to write about that? And who wouldn't want to copy and paste? You made it as easy as possible. You'll do a photo as well, and it describes that you the journey you're on to own a farm and that your keenness to find a retiring farmer. I've spelled it out there. You know, you can talk about the ability for young people to own a farm is almost impossible. Get them with the bigger picture story that everyone clicks onto straight away. You can say that you currently are an aspiring farming family in the district. You've been here for years, you've been working on X farms, you've been doing X things to show you're passionate for the community, and what you're after is a like-minded, clever, retiring farmer who can see the value in you and can see the value in transitioning the farm. It's all there. It's a really good article. And I'd love to see, and I'll promote this, I'd love to see the exact article promoted all over Australia with the names changed and you replacing the X's with your name. Get yourself out there. So this is how we started Cultivate Farms. We put an article, we rang up the Border Mail, who the local paper in Albury-Wodonga, and we were nervous. We clicked send and we said, hey, we're starting a business that's making it possible for young people to own a farm. And they loved it, and they came around, did a story. You can see it online, and we got away, and opportunities came because we had this article in a paper that people trust, and opportunities came. And that's exactly the same sort of theory we have for you guys as aspiring farmers. If you are up for it, if you have the guts to do it, if you want to own a farm, this is another way to get the attention of the people who can help you get onto your farm. Those are the retiring farmers who have the land already, and with one single sign of a bit of paper, you could be on your way to owning a farm just by convincing them that you're awesome. So please have a think about it, discuss it at the dinner table, get your face out there, get some words about you out there, and who knows how that could lead to you owning a farm. The other day we did a post explaining why you should create a website around your farm ownership journey, because we think that's a really great way to validate to people and for anyone to see that you are keen to get onto your farm. So we posted that, and it was targeted at aspiring farmers. And do you know who the first person to pick it up was? A retiring farmer. So the call is out there to you aspiring farmers who grew up with the internet. You know how it works, you know how to build a website, you know how to Google how do I build a website. You can do this. It is quite an easy thing to do. Retiring farmers are doing it, and I love that concept that farmers looking to step back who want to find the absolute best would create content on a platform that opens the door to, hey, I'm live. Yes. Great, well bring it over. I'm getting a coffee brought to me, guys. Just jump in here, thank you. Love it. This is how good this cafe is. Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Appreciate it.
See ya.
So we want retiring farmers to think about this as well. Create content, again, where the audiences that you want are at. I'm just having a bit of my coffee right now, just to show you how live this actually is. It's a Social Foundry I'm at, actually, in Kyneton, if you're ever here. So yeah, I guess we were so pumped to see this, and I guess we just want to reiterate the need for you guys to keep thinking of ways of generating attention for the thing you want, which is, if you're a retiring farmer, you want awesome aspiring farmers. If you're an aspiring farmer, you want to attract like-minded retiring farmers and create content where the attention is at. If you're a retiring farmer, you know the next generation are on phones on the internet right now, so creating a website is really easy. It took them 10 minutes to create. It is easy. It's really easy. The link is there. You can go check out Garden Larders farm. You can also check out their farm. It's up for grabs now at the moment. It's a rare vegetable farm, Western Victoria. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So please check it out, guys. So Q&As. One question we had from an aspiring farmer is, how do you go about finding retiring farmers, which is an excellent question. We've answered this in a number of different ways on our blog, and I've got links to it as well. But we believe so much that your pastime as an aspiring farmer, when people say to you, oh, what do you do in your spare time? You should say you're a retiring farmer headhunter. That is your number one job, as well as pitching farms, but you should be out there understanding where all the retiring farmers are, meeting all of them, creating relationships, getting to know them, and being best friends with them, providing them value. You should be out there constantly thinking of who it is in the district that you should try and convince that you're amazing, who could then potentially help you to own their farm with them. So we know it's the quickest and best way for you to get on a farm, convince a retiring farmer. So people are getting it. How do you go find them? Well, just think about where retiring farmers are, and we've got a big list here of where potentially retiring farmers are. Probably some of these are off a little bit. There's probably heaps more. I'd love your comments on it. So RSLs, country clubs and golf clubs, churches, food festivals and markets, corner stores. You go work at a corner store and you can meet absolutely everybody. Or the supermarket, you meet absolutely everybody. Put an ad up in a paddock on one of the main roads going into town. I like that one. Farm supply companies, cattle auctions, sales online, sale yards, mechanics, machinery businesses, asking your accountants and bankers, sports clubs, the pub. The list goes on. Find where these people are that you think are going to be stepping back from their farm, and be there and get in there and create conversation, or find the right people to connect you to them. But the number one thing is you've got to get in front of them. You could be doing letter drops, as this person's asked as well, create a flyer, which we have as well. You can use that and post that and put your name on the back of it and say you're happy to catch up. It's probably just not as personal. Our aim is that you have a really personal connection. Make it as natural as possible. Script it as much as you can, but make it as natural as possible. Get out there and try and find those places where retiring farmers are. And you can just sit there with half an hour's thought. You could make a big list of specific places you can be at. And then the question is, how do you go out engaging those farmers? And we've got a lot of ideas there as well. We've done a couple of posts on this, and the links are there in the website on our blog as well. But the main point is, this is about relationships. You can't be fake. You can't be there trying to say, hey, give me your farm, I want it. That is just not the point. Your point is that you want to own a farm when you're soon, next year or two. But you want to provide value, and you want to do it in a way that's a win-win for everybody. So you're just trying to find that person who gets it. You're not here to convince people who don't get it. If they don't get it, move on. You're just trying to find those people who like you, who you get along with, and you can have that ongoing discussion about whether they'd like to transition the farm. And not everyone's going to be up for it, but you just got to try as many times as you can and keep it as natural as possible. This is, again, a long-term strategy for you guys. But the rewards could be massive. So another Q&A from one of our aspiring farmers, and it's, I'm curious what happens to the property if the retiring farmer passes away. Well, this is a fair enough question, a really good one, and probably the same question applies to you. What happens if you pass away as an aspiring farmer on the property? What are the checks and balances in there so that the farm can continue in a way that supports you, specifically if you're an aspiring farmer? So first off, I would encourage that the retiring farmer has an appropriate will. You've got to chase up to make sure that is in the case, and no doubt they'll probably hand the farm on to their next of kin. So you've just got to make sure that the will's in place, and that there's, when you're setting up the arrangement with that farmer for ownership, that part of your legal team's role is to sort out this issue as well. So this is a pretty standard sort of issue to deal with for lawyers. What's going to happen if one of the parties passes away? Who is the next of kin, or who gets the land? And then also, what's the relationship? What's the decisions that can be made that could pull the land from under your feet, so to speak, so that maybe you can put some arrangements in that you might be on a pathway to buy the farm in 10 or 20 years, and maybe it clicks into a new stage, which is, well, you've got to try and buy it within a shorter time frame so that the new successors can get out quicker, because maybe they don't have the same passion as their parents or whoever it is that owned the farm originally. So these are all issues to work through. They're not insurmountable. It's just a matter of being aware of them. And these are sort of templates that we want to start developing, or checklists that we're going to start developing, which outline all the things you should be thinking about as you're transitioning your farm. So it's a really good question, but definitely one you should be able to get on top of when you are working through your specific farm opportunity. We had a really lovely letter, or email, from an aspiring farmer. So one of our members, we just did a check-up to see how they're going, and they gave this feedback, and I want to read it out because I thought it was a really good reflection of where we want people to be at mentally as aspiring farmers, not if you're just members, but just in life, because I think their approach is brilliant, that they're sort of emphasising that the ball's in their court. They know that their role is to find retiring farmers, to get farm ready. We're just here to support and facilitate. We can't live your life for you. We can't pump you up. You've got to have that mental attitude. You've got to want it. And so I just want to read it, and I want you guys just to reflect on this as well. So, and the context was, is there anything more we can do for you as Cultivate Farms? And they said, I really don't think there's too much more Cultivate Farms can do for me at the moment with my future farming plans. You've given me the outline to get a farm pitch ready, and a lot of positive encouragement and ideas of how to get it done. I feel it's pretty much all up to me now to get on with it. It really is a test of how much you want it. Agree, completely agree. They'd go on to ask for some further information. So they said, if there was one thing I could ask for, would be probably to give me a bit of an example of a business arrangement that has gotten someone started on their farming dream. Not only started, but then how things progressed in the business structure and outcomes they wanted to achieve. I know everyone's situation with farming is different, but I'd love to see an example. And that's a really good point, and we want to put that together. We're going to pull an outline of farm investment opportunities that we've matched and how they worked as case studies, because I think people need to see real world examples, and that's our priority going forward in the short term. And then they finish with, anyway, Sam, what you've been doing has been awesome. It has been giving people hope. Can probably be a bit of a thankless position you're in, so thanks. You're welcome. Even though I haven't moved forward on my journey, what you're doing is giving me a sense that it's still possible. I've just got to get my butt into gear and start the process so I'm ready for the right opportunity. Love it. Really love their perspective, and I just want to encourage you guys to have the same perspective. This is like anything in life. How much do you want it? We're just trying to give you ideas that once you realise you can do it, you want it, and it's your dream, there are many, many different ways to get yourself onto your farm. We have another farm opportunity for you. It's called the Cultivate Farm Community Farm in Queensland, Sunshine Coast. If you are after a cool arrangement here, it's a little bit different to other farm opportunities, but it could be perfect for you. It's 141 hectares, there's water and stock, and it can be for cropping. It has been farmed for a little while, but the owner just wants to find an awesome farmer, and a couple of farmers potentially. So they're looking at being a community farm. How that can look can really be up to you. The main thing is to find the right people who are like-minded with the current owner, and they're just looking for a great outcome. This is a pretty rare opportunity, gang. If this area of farming up in that location is something of interest to you, even if you are 5% interested right now, I would really encourage you to click on the website, find more out about this farm, and put in an expression of interest and get conversations going. Even if you don't get this farm, it's a great way to get you thinking about what it is in terms of farming that you want. So please click and get exploring. And farm opportunities, like every week, we talk about the opportunities that are sitting there online for you. We're getting a lot of emails coming through, people putting their expressions of interest in for these farms. These are with 18 farms right now, retiring farmers wanting to step back, wanting you to click and submit and get to know them so they can transition the farm to you. I don't know what else we can do in terms of offer great opportunities, but these are right here for you right now. Jump onto our farms tab on our website. You'll see them there. I've listed them also in this post as well. Guys, that's it. There's a lot more I could have talked about, but we have to keep this relatively short. I'll add them for next week. Yeah, please keep in touch and let's get you farming.